How's it going? Los temas que estamos estudiando.
What's good, guys? Welcome to my channel, TheGlobeSpinner. So today, wanted to take a walk in the park. I think I'm gonna start a series on Sundays. Not sure what I'm gonna title it, but probably thinking of something relating to positivity. Um, just having coffee in the park. You know, you get up early, take that walk in the park, and give some positive motivation for the upcoming week. And so there were a couple of different things I wanted to talk about today. And one was staying positive, regardless of what's going on politically or things, just kind of staying positive and focus on your purpose, your grind, whatever motivates you, whether it's religion, love, family, personal goals. Um, Focus on those things. There's a lot of things that we can't control. A lot of things we can't control in our communities, in our families, uh, politically, we can't control. And so I want to kind of motivate people to continue to stay focused on what's more important to you. So as I'm walking around, guys, I'm going to kind of showcase this park in my beautiful city of Orlando, Lake Eola. Um, go downtown a little bit. It's a lot going on today. So I noticed parking was crazy today. I had to park a long distance away, and a lot of people parked in parking garages. Some people parked in private parking. There's a lot going on with festivals. Things are starting to warm up here, and so I'm gonna wait. Give me a second, guys, to get past this commotion and music. Continue enjoying this coffee of mine. One thing I gotta say is that I'm extremely blessed for living in such a beautiful community, a beautiful city, beautiful people from diverse communities all over the world. And so, being that that's the case, I have to say that there's been a certain privilege just being born and raised and growing up in Florida, growing up in Orlando. It's a beautiful city, man. I can't take that for granted. I've traveled all over the world, and one thing I've noticed is that you know I was very privileged to grow up in such a beautiful city. So great weather, sunshine, entertaining people, and so man, I'm just so appreciative. Shakespeare Stadium or Shakespeare Theater here. And man, Orlando is not an old city, but it's actually a fairly new city. I think it's only been around for like 100 years. or maybe 150 years, but it's a beautiful city. Has some historical context, especially some of the buildings are a lot older, and then they got a lot of newer buildings too down here. On the other side of the park, going this direction, so many food trucks and festivals on the other side. Maybe I'll get a chance to go over there later. But right now, I think I'm gonna kind of head toward downtown a little bit. But anyway, like I was saying, I was thinking about just that the word altruism and being selfless. And so, as an educator, a teacher myself, I remember several years ago when I got into the profession, one of the administrators that I worked with, she was from Florida too, but at the time I lived in Birmingham, Alabama, and I worked at a K through 8 school. And I'll never forget her because she was from Florida. She was from my hometown. We didn't go to the same high school. She went on another high school on the other side of town, but she was a little bit older than me. But she was an administrator, and um, she said, "Mr. So and So, the work that we do um, is like missionary work. You know, you do a lot of selfless acts, and you do so much work outside of just teaching and educating children that it's a form of community service. It's a form of giving back. It's a form of missionary, and you almost have to look at it that way because you dedicate so many hours beyond the classroom. You help families out. You provide resources for them. You encourage. Sometimes you play parent. You play different roles, and people underestimate what educators, not just here in America, but around the world, the dedication that um, they put in for a little pay. And we don't get in this profession because it's going to make you wealthy or a lot of money, but we get in this profession because we love people, we love communities, and we love children. And so, I wanted to encourage my followers as well as my fellow travelers. And some of my followers are not travelers, but anybody that follow my channel is that look for ways in your community for altruism where you can do selfless acts and give back, whether it's volunteering, whether it's tutoring, coaching, um, community centers, religious organizations, whatever you have, because you just can't underestimate how you can impact people's lives, especially young people and the next generation is coming up. And so I want to encourage people to focus on that. Um, Also want to encourage people to, not focus on things that we can't control. You know, I thought about me losing a student this week because of the current things with immigration, and it's always sad. As educators, we try to stay neutral. We try to stay so neutral, but you are affected because sometimes you have wonderful students that you lose, that families have to move, have to leave, and without making this a political thing, I just want to encourage us to continue to work hard, you know, continue to support each other, continue to stay positive. But I'm definitely going to miss that student. Beautiful spirit about herself. Her family, very good, hardworking family. Her family from Haiti, but she grew up in the country of Chile. So she spoke Haitian Creole, a little Spanish, and of course English. And she was such a bright student. Man, I'm going to miss her. She used to hug me every day. Only 10 years old, but the world, man, is at her footsteps. And so um, I noticed that it's not so many things I can control. I can only control what I do today. And so made me think about the Islamic or philosopher Rumi, who once said that I was, um, one day I was wise and I wanted to change the world, but then the next day I became No, he said one day I was clever and I wanted to change the world, and the next day I became wise and I decided to change myself. And so that's pretty much all you can do. Is from day to day, look for ways you can improve yourself and your life and change yourself, because we can't always control things that are not within our control, that's not within ourselves. And so I just want to encourage my followers and fellow travelers to continue focus on being positive, continue to travel, continue to support each other and people in your community. And, we'll let the governments and the presidents of each country do what they do. They're going to do their job. We got to do ours. And just continue to stay positive, man. And I'm determined, myself, that I'm going to stay positive no matter what, and I think just losing my, father like was it 8 years ago when I was like 38, almost 9 years ago, and then losing my mom about 5 years ago. I just learned that life is too short, man, to be focused on stuff that we can't control. I remember growing up and going to that library. I remember that library, man, that's a historical library. I remember my mom taking me as a kid, man. I used to love going to that place. Now libraries are almost like a forgotten place. Everything's online these days. Books are online, resources. That kind of ages me. I predate the internet, so man. But I love my city, man. I almost can't even afford to live here anymore. You know, I almost can't afford to live here anymore. You know, I remember moving away and investing in places in other cities and states, but I wish I would have invested more here because, man, this is such a beautiful city, man. I love it. I don't even play the lottery, but if I did, if I won, I would definitely invest in properties here, man. Of course, if these were real, I would not be walking so close to them. But anyway, but yeah, I'm thinking about calling this series on Sundays, Coffee Sundays. And so just kind of wanted to take a stroll while I enjoy my Colombian coffee. No sugar, just cafe con leche and a little pastry with guava and queso. And, they got so much going on with the Orlando Magic playing downtown, a lot of food trucks and festivals. It was hard. It took me a long time to find a parking space. I had to park quite a ways away to get to this point. But I just wanted to kind of live stream today a little bit. Got to get these watch hours up and talk about some positive things. Um, Continue to explore. So yeah, a lot going on here. And even though, Florida is not like New Orleans, it kind of remind me of that Bourbon Street kind of feel downtown a little bit. I don't know if that was the angle or not, but if we look at some of the architecture down here, some of the older buildings, and maybe it's just kind of synonymous for the southern cities. You look at Charleston, South Carolina, you look at Savannah, Georgia, you look at Tampa, Orlando, Miami. There's a lot of historical older buildings there. But yeah, I just want to encourage people to stay positive. Um, Also, just kind of think about my next moves. I love teaching. I really have enjoyed it for the past um, 12, 13 years. And I'm getting to the point to where, I'm wondering, do I want to go teach online next year? Do I want to teach abroad? Do I want to travel more? Do I want to become a digital nomad? Use some of those soft skills and hard skills, translate into other professions. And so, trying to figure out what I want to do, guys. What options I have on the table. Um, Connect with and network with some other fellow travelers. You know, maybe even probably build a website. Maybe something. Outside of me teaching in the classroom, I keep thinking about tutoring, and a lot of parents always contacting me about tutoring. And with me working full time, it's kind of hard because I don't have as much time as I would like. But maybe I can work with someone and try to build a website and maybe create a business with tutoring. Because I have so many students that need help. You know. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on a little bit. Mm. Oh, I think I'm going to head back. I know later on tonight, this place is going to be packed with people. These places are packed. The streets are packed with people. They're doing a lot of road construction down here too. I think I'm gonna head close to downtown, guys. Oh man, let's see who do I have on. Mhm.
They say that there's orange coming in, leaving from there like 3 minutes.
Oh, but this is the first, guys, of this series. Nice little stroll today. Put in some miles, burn a little bit of calories, enjoy my coffee and pastry. finished now, but it was a treat. And now I'm gonna walk a little bit more in the park and then head home. I didn't even know they have this open on Sundays. Did they have it open on Sundays? Well, yeah, from 1 to 6. I guess they do have it open on Sunday. You can check it out. Oh. One thing I like about it, they did a lot of artwork down here. Not only building like new apartments and condos, but they did a lot of work down here. Like right here in this little section right here, that used to be like a 7-Eleven, and now they did all this artwork. So they did this all this artwork here, and so you can kind of notice there used to be a building. Now they have like a little courtyard with little rock benches. What's good? What's good? Let's see. Yeah, okay, good. Now I can walk. And what's interesting is on Saturday, I was planning on going to like two different restaurants. The first restaurant that I was going to go to was going to be it was a Brazilian restaurant, and it was in a local food court. But the local food court that they had, it has like a southern feel to it. Um, they had so much going on. Like they had a birthday party going on there. They had an arts craft show going on. So I would have had to walk around all of that, and then there would have been so much music playing in the background and overstimulation that I decided to exit that plan. So so then I decided, I said, oh, let me change plans, and then I started to head toward downtown yesterday, and was gonna go to like a Colombian restaurant, sit outside and set up my camera, kind of feature a meal that I was gonna have. But then it was so packed downtown with people, and I failed to realize that now that it's warming up so much, even though it's cold in other parts of the United States, it's Florida here, so it's hot and humid, and so they have so many things on the weekends at these state parks, and so I decided that I was just gonna um, exit that plan because again, traffic was bad, finding a parking space was terrible. So I decided to just kind of chill for a minute, and it didn't work out for me. So today I wanted to get a chance to kind of go to the park, man. And you see so many families and people walking around with the animals. So beautiful weather. Let me see. You see so much going on. No. But it's definitely a beautiful day to be out. Mhm. I think over here to the right, I think they got like some food festivals or food courts. And we get a chance to see what's going on. I know they had something earlier. I don't know if it's still going on, but yeah, come here and see what's going on. See what we got. So let's see. So a lot of families over there behind those trees. Stuff going on there. I think I'm going to head back. I know they have like some. They they had like last weekend a lot of food trucks out there, and they don't have them today. So I'm gonna turn around and head back this way. So I'm heading back to my truck. But one thing I'm glad, I like how this turned out. I think that next Sunday I'll work on having, a deeper discussion. One, not only just focus on like encouragement and inspiration, but also on some things, current events, things that happen throughout the week, um, how to stay focused on our grind and provide tips, travel tips. Um, so yeah, and I love that picture right there. That shot. I feel like I need to take that picture.
Por ejemplo, si se te oscurece.
All right. Nice little walk in today. Appreciate being able to get that walk in. Beautiful day today. Man, actually, I wish I would have came out here earlier and spent more time. Man, one thing that I do appreciate is being in the city. Man, it's a beautiful city, beautiful weather. I'm definitely grateful of that. But I just wanted to do that little quick live stream today, and share my little walk, talk about some positive things, guys, and continue to motivate you guys to, like I said, continue to focus on your purpose in life, continue to focus on travel if you're a traveler. If you're not, focus on things that make you happy. Life is too short to be disgruntled or to be mean to people. And I see a lot of stuff like that online. People are saying a lot of nasty things to each other, especially around like politics, religion, and immigration, these immigration issues. And so I just like to keep a positive channel, man, and just help people stay motivated because, life is too short, man. We don't want to continue on a path of self destruction or a path where we, um, uninspire people to live their best lives. And so, regardless of what your purpose in life, I want to encourage you, man, stay focused on that. Man, enjoy your Sunday and the rest of your week. Blessings to everyone. Thank you for following me. We're gonna probably do this pretty soon. I'm thinking about titling in this live stream on Sundays, Coffee Sundays, regardless if I'm drinking coffee, water, or tea, or yerba mate, it doesn't matter. I might call it Coffee Sundays, almost like a coffee table talk there. But you get a chance to get out and about, get some fresh air. And I really was pleasantly surprised how things worked out today, how bright and sunny it was. I was really pleased with it. In fact, me using this camera phone, I wanted to take pictures, more so than live stream. But you guys got a chance to see my beautiful city. If I move away from the city in the near future, I know I'm gonna miss it. Born and raised, and but cities around the United States are getting so expensive to live in, and I noticed that some of you guys may be feeling it as well. You know, so it's good to get outside, get some exercise, and dwell on positive things. Not only help your mental health, but also help your well-being. And it's infectious when you're around positive people. So continue to focus on it, man. And if you want to travel more, do that. There's beautiful places and cultures to be a part of and to learn. So anyway, guys, this is bringing coming up on a good amount of time for this podcast, or not really podcast, but this live stream for today. So you guys take care. Peace out from the Globe Spinner, guys, and tune in next Sunday. Take care, guys.